High Desert Mage channel, welcome. We're going to be doing a breakdown of a Lightning Mage, it is a Lightning Mage, Arclash core build. I call it the Flicker Mage. This is what our Paragon board looks like. Can copy it or do as you please, but I would recommend using these aspects. They seem to help. 85% bonus to rare nodes. Additional damage to close enemies, got that up close to 75. Tactician, 95% bonus to rares. Cold resistance, the intelligence as well, vulnerable damage. We got another 96 bonus to all magic nodes, that's the blue ones. It's buffing up our crackling energy. These as well, once we get it to 15. And then we're aiming for this right now, Ceaseless Conduit. Notice it's a fat bonus to the crackling energy. We're running the overflowing energy, cooldowns from crackling energy. To complement that, we're running crackling energy. It's called abundant energy. Crackling energy has a chance to chain. Real nice for the cooldowns. We got a flame shield to immobilize, to take full advantage of devouring blaze. Raiment of the infinite, of course. It's a part of every good mage build. Frost Nova double charge. Increased crowd control duration, got a max roll on that for the damage to unstoppable enemies. We got additional damage to immobilize, stunned, or frozen. Critical strike chance increased against injured enemies, and 32% increased crowd control duration. Did I just look at that one? Where did I have that? I think I looked at that already. Anyways, basic attack skills, speed. We want a better roll of that, but that works. We're running Edgemaster aspect. We're running vulnerable damage while we have a barrier. And that's it for aspects. For enchantments, we're running the teleport enchantment. That pops a barrier. We're running the firebolt to catch fire to everything we attack. And aside from that, we'll just watch and see what it does. Must be around a minute in. Like and subscribe if you found this video useful. We've got grab the stones and take them to the pedestal. Should be a rather short dungeon. Pretty much explain what you need to know. Oh, look at that. I popped. We're running some glass cannons, so that's going to happen if you're not careful with what you're doing. Anyways, just watch and see. The crackling energy is especially useful once you run into a horde of enemies. I'm still, probably like anyone, reluctant to use it on small batches of enemies, but you can see it starts to do work rather quickly. Our damage is getting up there for the crackling energy. Got to be near 100% by now. See, we're half cooldown already. This is not a cooldown dungeon. Go ahead and pause if you couldn't read very fast. I honestly can't, but you would see the reduced cooldowns on, or cooldown on kill on top. Go ahead and pop that again. Let's see how many enemies we can keep running into. Vulnerable damage is super integral. It's a higher modifier than critical strikes, though I will say we're probably running at least 30% on our critical strikes. We'll go ahead and take a look at the stats when the dungeon allows us to anyways. Oh yeah, just re-added this immobilizing aspect, so still getting used to popping that every time. Critical strike chance went down. Not sure why it was higher, but we're running about 40%, so It should be roughly every third hit is a crit. But as you can see, we're getting majority blue numbers. Or blue, that's overpower. Yellow. Oh, there was an overpower crit. Running around blind now. By the way, you should be just killing everything you run into, but I know not everybody appreciates a 30-minute video, so I'm trying to make this rather quick. Again, this is the Flicker Mage 2.0. It does add some speed to running the dungeon if you don't necessarily care about keeping that barrier up as much as possible, but also the teleport does cool down rather fast because it's covered by that abundant energy. Oh, look at me. Don't know where the fuck I'm going. The dungeons are semi-randomized, though I did look at the map about 7 times in that instance, so feel free to hold that against me if you feel it necessary. You can see I'm ticking down the unstable currents rather quickly. Edgemaster aspect works in this dungeon simply because they're not running that distant enemies attack resource. It's very annoying if you're running the Edgemaster aspect. Let's keep making our merry way towards this fucking bullshit. And eventually I'll pop everything right. Oh, there we go. Couldn't even see the numbers because they just got fucking erased. The more I run this dungeon though, the more it seems like it might have a fixed layout, so maybe I'm dumb. I did take off the orbiting lightning ball. That one kind of helps with keeping the crackling energy if you're not going to run the enchantment for it. So I'm probably going to end up taking off the Edgemaster's aspect and re-adding that one in. The lightning ball orbits for 10 to 20% less damage. Good aspect. Some people like to run that and just be popping mana and start doing a resource build, but don't believe it's overall necessary to do a complete resource build. So, you know, you can do what you want, but this is a fairly efficient speed run. You know, maybe haven't tried to do the pinnacle boss yet. That might be easier with ice shards, but not everybody wants to just run a meta build, so here we go. I probably could have popped this an hour ago since they're dropping big enemies on me. Just go ahead and waste this away, it doesn't really matter. Kill the shamans, they're the biggest dickheads here. Pick up ancestrals, you never know when one might have a god roll on it. Could go out of my way to post a video on some good ancestral finds. In fact, it's what a couple of my items now. The ring I just, one of the rings I have was just an ancestral with good rolls for this build. Which some of your priorities is going to be cooldown. I'm not running a whole lot of cooldown, but it is nice. You want to have like a base cooldown of around 50 seconds for your unstable currents, and it makes everything just go a lot quicker. I don't know if they fixed where these little things don't give you XP, because they didn't pre-patch. But who could say? Look at that. About to pop fucking unstable currents a second time in about 10 seconds. Basically the time it took for it to run out, I cooled it down because there's so many fucking enemies on me. about to pop it again. Fuck it. Look at stupid dickhead shamans. Elite shaman, I should say. Gonna be popping that ice armor frequently. It's an 8-second barrier, 8 seconds of vulnerable damage. The Frost Nova gives you 6, or applies for 6, and then if you're running some cooldown, or not cooldown, crowd control buffs, like for instance this one, that's a flat out 32% increased duration, so roughly a third of 6 seconds would be 2 seconds, so I'm getting 8 seconds on that vulnerability, which complements nicely with the ice armor that lasts 8 seconds. Perfect synergy. Doesn't always get the reset from the lucky hit, but hey, if it works, it works. Destroy demonic corruption. Okay, this is going to be a long, dumb bullshit. Trying to just knock this out. As soon as I do all 3 of these, the dungeon is over, which will conclude the video of the Flicker Mage 2.0. Oh, there we go with a death. That might be the second or third one, I don't know. Gotta... Alright, there we go. There's the immobilize with the vulnerable, shitload of damage. I don't know what enemies I'm running into, but goddamn are they fucking annoying. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a corruption up there where I didn't check. Freezing that asshole was worth it. I hate the ghosts. I'm pretty sure most of us hate the fucking ghosts. Oh look, they're gone. Only got half my cooldown. We really want that legendary aspect for the crackling energy to make your crackling energy not consume a quarter of the time. It'll further increase the uptime for your unstable currents, which is the end-all be-all goal of an Arclash Mage. There we go. That's that. I'll go ahead and shred out these enemies. Oh fuck. Somebody's got an HP buff over here. Kill all the elites. Looks like that was the majority of them. Thanks for watching. Give me a like and subscribe if you got the time.